Hello there, niblings. I'm Eklinaar.
And I'm Faye. Let's play Knights of the Old Republic, episode 43.
Faye's trying really hard not to laugh because Faye was messing with me when I was trying to start the video.
I squawked.
Yes. Alright. So, we're going to start the trial. Yes. Alright, yeah, just go ahead and start it. So like I said, there is evidence you can go look for, but you can actually win the trial at this point, just having done the interviews. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And I'm going to be asking you what you think of what's going on as well.
Oh no, I have to have opinions?
Yeah, so
okay.
Be prepared to have opinions.
Okay. Oh, there's 5 judges.
Yeah, 5 judges. Alright, so yeah, I will find Sunry in a second.
It is an honor to see justice served, and I will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial. You are Firith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Objection!
Of course, Your Honor. Firith Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
So the way this whole thing works is each question that I ask, most of them, not all of them, will influence the judges one way or another. And there's behind, you don't see this in the game, but behind, mechanically what's going on is each question I ask will add or subtract a point from each judge's score, like hidden score, based on whether or not they think I made a good point or not. And some of the judges are more easily convinced than others.
Okay.
Right, and so I'm following a guide on Strategy Wiki for this because I don't want to have to mess around with this. And if I was playing through this game for the first time, I wouldn't use this guide. But I've played through this game several times, so like I know all of the possible endings. I just want to make sure I get the one that I'm going for. All right, so my big goal in the trial is to get Sunry to get the verdict of innocent. My main goal is to prove that all of the evidence is circumstantial and that there's no direct evidence tying him to the murder.
Yeah.
Even though he was there. So that's what most of the questions that I'm going to ask will be geared towards that. So did you actually see the murder?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there. I'm going to do this one too, because I have learned that the metal was planted at the scene after the fact. So I want to follow up on that. I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important lying around, wouldn't you? So asking this question it's like the only question that will add a point for one judge and subtract points for some of the others. So it's like she was killed with a blaster, so like he can still hold a blaster.
Yeah.
But this is an interesting one that this one I unlocked by when I had the conversation with Firith in the last episode. And convinced him to tell me that he saw her carrying a lightsaber. If I hadn't succeeded at that persuasion check, I would not have this question to ask. So it's important. This scores me extra points in the argument, basically. Yes, from what I could tell. She carried a lightsaber under that cloak of hers.
Objection! That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
So the judges actually like that one. So I don't want to ask this one, but this is what's interesting about the trial is that like normally when you have conversations with people, you want to exhaust most of the conversation options except for like ones that are obviously a dark side comment if you're trying to avoid getting dark side points,
Right.
So, but in the trial, it's a little more subtle. You have to like pick and choose which questions you ask because some questions will actually sway the judges against you.
Yeah.
So I will do no other questions. I forgot about this mechanic. So I'm just going to say no, just for the sake of time. Alright, so now Glubor.
Glupor the Rhodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Lupor jiking mata Sunry mulira. King punju pasak lupor. No ba mulira set kilai kunka.
This is clear, then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
All right, so again, I'm going to push the circumstantial point of, did you actually see the murder? Because no one did.
Lupor tong himwa majik lupor aki unkotun sit. Lupor no mulira chuni mulira tong Sunry. King ba no konik dorcha. Chubaka chopak lupor. Chawa whiskey sit.
Remember, this is a world where personal stealth technology exists, and like drones capable of killing people exists. So like it is actually really important that if you can't actually, get an eyewitness of the murder happening, like that does actually really matter in this world. Okay, so we got him to confess that that he planted the metal on him. So I'm gonna start with this question because I do get a few points with the judges for that one, and then I'm gonna move on to getting him to confess that he planted the metal, because that's very important.
Yeah.
Because it proves that the Sith are meddling with, the Sith tampered with the evidence.
Yeah.
Lupor ka chopa chawa wisyun kun. Ogra shok chong kanti cha hudro. Lupor kan king David nibora tong chitsa.
So yeah, I'm gonna get him to confess that he did plant the metal.
Lupor.
Don't do it, Glupor.
Yeah.
Lupor kan king David nibora tong chitsa.
Lies! Slander! I object!
Lupor wonky.
All right. So again, I'm going to avoid this question because it doesn't help that much. I'm going to say no. I don't want to pull the judges.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes. I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Elassa.
All right, so the only one that really helps here is asking about the affair. This one's already been established, and again, this one gets mixed results from the judges. So
Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
So the reason it's important for me to bring that up, even though it actually sounds like it hurts my case, is that if I don't bring it up, the Sith prosecutor will. And the Sith prosecutor will frame it in a way that damages my case. Whereas if I bring it up, then I cut off the Sith prosecutor from being able to do that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to ask her that question myself. All right, so I'm gonna move on. No. Now I get Sunry.
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors. Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Elassa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Elassa, my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
So yeah, see, they interrupt him here because this point's already been brought up.
Yeah.
Because I brought it up. All right, so here, so asking if she was a spy doesn't actually get anywhere, because it's supposition. There's no proof. So I will ask about the medal, because
I don't know. The medal had gone missing some time ago. I never found out what happened to it. It's possible the Sith had stolen it and had it planted on the body.
and if I
Supposition, Your Honor?
and I already got Gluepor to confess that he did that, so it helps my case. All right, so I'm gonna ask about this, because for some reason I'm not really sure what the logic is in this particular situation, but it actually really helps my case if I ask this question.
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
Oh, really? Alright, so yeah, this one doesn't help. So I will move on. No, don't want to pull the judges. Alright, so time for the closing arguments.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Elassa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Alright, so I'll go with this, that there's actually not an eyewitness, that all the evidence is circumstantial.
Oh, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the room.
Forcibly rejected.
Yeah. So I've been goading the prosecutor into behaving poorly in court, which helps my case. Mm-hmm. So the Selkath don't buy this line at all.
Of course they don't.
If I say that. And again, this one gets a very mixed reaction. The same with the spy, calling her a spy gets a pretty mixed reaction. But doing this one, that he was ending the affair, and the Sith killed her for failure, actually works. For whatever reason, that one convinces the Selkath.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
Except that's exactly what they did. They did leave the medal there. Alright, so none of these others help. So yeah, I'll end my arguments. Alright, let's see which result I get. Right, so they find him innocent. So there's 4 possible results of the trial. They're finding the Sith Empire guilty of conspiracy and obstruction of justice.
Nice.
So this is the best result in my favor.
Your Honors, no!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, Sunry, I'm so glad.
Elora, we have done all we could for you, old friend. Thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as far away from all this as soon as we can. I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
Alright, so that's the end of the trial.
Wow.
Yep. So the 4 possible results are they find him innocent, and they find the Sith guilty of obstruction of justice. That was the one I got. The other one is they find him innocent, but they don't find the Sith guilty of anything. And then the other 2 possible verdicts are they find him guilty and they sentence him to 20 years in prison, or they find him guilty and they execute him. Yeah. So we got the proving the Sith were involved. Unfortunately, you can't find him guilty and also prove that the Sith were tampering with the situation, which is interesting. So here, let's talk to John.
Got something on your mind, dude? Innocent. I don't know what to make of it, to tell the truth. Do you think justice has been done?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, it sure seems like he did it, right?
Right, but
But
why would he?
Yeah, but there's no, like, definitive proof that he did it. It's the whole, like, if you don't have strong enough proof, it's better to let a guilty man go than send an innocent person to prison type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like it sure looks like he did it based on the evidence. Like, but even though the Sith were messing with the situation,
Right.
like that's true. Like, we've got a confession that the Sith tampered with the scene.
Mm-hmm.
But it also still looks like he did it. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what I say here. Like, Jolie's gonna say the same thing regardless. But I'm curious what you think. What you think happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that has little to do with the law, doesn't it? A sad state of affairs, that. Too bad, really. Sunry was a good man once. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches.
So, I mentioned that there is evidence you can find by hacking into the Republic computer or breaking into the Sith embassy.
Can we still find that evidence?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. Do you want me to tell you what that evidence is anyway?
Yeah, just go ahead and tell me.
Okay, so...
This always happens.
Yeah. Okay, so... if you hack into the Republic computer, you find that they have intercepted a Sith recording, that the Sith had the hotel room bugged. That they recorded what happened. And I think if you break into the Sith base, the evidence you find is the Sith recording.
Okay.
But I could be wrong about that. It may be like a communique that you find. But anyway, the Sith recording is a video of Sunry shooting. What's her name? Elassa, yeah. If you then hack into the Republic computer, you find that the Republic intercepted the Sith's recording of Sunry shooting Elassa.
Uh-huh.
And then the Republic edit that video and make it look like Sunry didn't shoot Elassa. And somewhere in there, the Republic acknowledges that they believe Sunry did it. They believe Sunry shot her. But that they also know that the whole situation was a setup by the Sith to begin with.
Yeah.
That Elassa was definitely a Sith spy and was hoping to get Republic secrets out of Sunry.
Right.
And that Sunry figured that out, and that's why he killed her.
Okay.
So that's the actual truth, is Sunry did actually kill her, but it's because he found out she was a spy.
Yeah.
So if I submit that evidence to the trial, he gets found guilty. Yeah. Because the Selkath don't care that he did it because she was a spy and that she was trying to deceive him. Like, that doesn't matter to them.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
He did it.
Yeah. So if I find that evidence and then don't submit it, I get dark side points.
Oh.
So I actually avoid dark side points this way, which is interesting.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so this is a little bar that I haven't been to yet. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Because, I mean, I'm a Jedi, sure.
Oh no.
All right. So since the Sith showed up, Selkath children have been disappearing.
Selkath adolescents that
Yeah.
are almost adults.
Yeah, Selkath teens, basically.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Don't like it. Investigations. Aw.
So, I'm going to be breaking into the base anyway because the Republic has asked me to.
Right.
So while I do that, I can also do this. Alright, so I got a quest.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Alright then.
You hiring for the Republic or the Sith? Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm yapping with you.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Okay.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers. We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind. You know?
Looks like you've already had a couple of drinks.
Yeah. Looks like she's had more than a couple.
Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
Yeah, girl, just buy your own drinks. You don't need a man.
So, you can actually... I think there's a way to get information from her if you drink enough with her, but you don't have to do that. So, I already talked to him. We'll investigate further. Didn't mean to talk to him.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available. Oh, nothing. Except that the Ajani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Ajani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate for mercs all of a sudden. So
Okay,
why are you
bye.
telling me? If you're going, go. I don't need a status report. If you're here often, maybe that...
I meant to ask him about...
normally I'd charge you for information, but times are good right now and I'm feeling generous. So ask your questions, free of charge.
Yeah.
Not really. I've got no interest in the Selkath, other than the fact that they're charging me an exorbitant amount to stay in this world. The Iridorian over there, however, he, I believe, may know more. He's been seen with several of them before.
Oh, there we go, a lead. Alright.
So why are you telling me? If you're going, go. I don't need a status report.
Snarky.
Yeah, very snarky. Learn anything from the bartender? No gossip from a bartender. What kind of RPG is this? Stimulants. Nope, don't need those. I have plenty. What else we got here?
For a while, the Republic were hiring anyone they could get their hands on. Now they don't have any use for us mercs. It's too bad. I could have used the work.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Echani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs. Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
Oh, what's up with this edgelord?
He's just an edgelord.
Perhaps. But my business with the Selkath is my own.
Ooh, secretive.
Alright.
I have no fear of the fish people or their laws. There is no evidence I have done anything wrong. You will not learn my business this way.
Let's try this. See what happens.
Your threats are mere words, nothing more. Here on
trying to
Manan,
threaten a
such bloodshed is
mercenary.
not permitted,
Yeah.
as I have been
worth a
told
try.
time and time again.
But we are not your enemies.
Oh, wow.
We are your friends. Tell us what you know.
An Iridorian has no friends, though I feel a strange kinship with you. You do not seem like the others of this world. Even the Sith here do not understand our kind. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits, as if wealth could somehow quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring an Echani for the errands they had me running.
Bastila just jumped right in there with the force trick, the mind, the
Jedi
force
mind
persuade.
trick.
Yeah, like wow, didn't expect that. Like I had it as an option, and Bastila was just like, nope, we're doing this.
Thanks, Bastila.
The task paid well, but was boring and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith.
So you brought these youths to the Sith. And then what did you do to them?
And there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement.
Sounds like the Sith are trying to win this planet by corrupting the Selkath youth. Much more subtle than their usual methods.
Is there more you would ask of me, human? Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
Alright.
Edgelord.
Yep, we got the edgelord to confess. What else we got going on here?
I hear the Zerka Corp got kicked off of Kashyyyk by the locals. Good for them. At least someone's getting something back from them.
Hey, do you know anything about that?
Me? No.
Oh, that was me. I kicked. I instigated. I helped the Wookiees, and the Wookiees kicked Zerka off. Yeah.
I know.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak.
Oh.
I don't come here looking for
No.
sparkling conversation.
No.
I prefer to make my credits gambling, but I never turn my back on an opportunity. Maybe this can be a profitable exchange for both of us. I might know a little bit about this, but telling you might put my life at risk. And that don't come cheap. See, I can give you a leg up on investigating what the Sith are up to, but it'll cost you 200 credits.
All right, I don't think I need this guy's help. Yeah, I'm not gonna threaten him, and I've
Force
already.
persuade him.
But I've already got a confession.
Okay.
So.
So clear out already.
What about this one? Sure. another quest.
I doubt the Republic would be involved in anything illegal. Still, if this Selkath has concerns, we could look into it for him.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Alright.
I like that Selkath.
Yeah, so let's talk to this guy one more time. See if the confession gets anything.
Mm-hmm.
Though we don't know where his daughter is. Yeah, I have information. Whoops. I hit the wrong button. Sith hired a mercenary.
I agree.
Yeah, so he wants more. Yep, I'll keep looking. Yeah, I mean, I was planning on doing it anyway. Alright, well, gotta end this episode. That took a lot longer than I thought I would have time to just ask a couple questions in the bar at the end of the episode. Didn't realize it would take over 15 minutes. But yeah, tune in next time, and I think we'll be heading to the base.
Woo!
Yeah.
May the Force be with you, Niblings.